Good day viewers. Welcome to King's Lifestyle. I'm guessing you've all seen the new official trailer of Thor's Love and Thunder. I would be sharing with you 25 key new details you probably might have missed at your first watch of the trailer. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let's get right into it. The trailer begins with the shot we've seen previously in the old trailer of where Thor's trying to find his inner peace. But two people has been added to the shot. Definitely a male and a female. I'm wondering if it could be Star-Lord and Valkyrie. What do you think? Let me know in the comment. When Korg was telling this kids who are definitely offsprings of this blue guy's a story of a space Viking. We can see the tree where Thor was behind him. I'm pretty sure that's also the trash planet we see later. Korg says Thor has saved the Earth 500 times. It seems to be him trying to hype up the big man. Thor or the god has been on Earth longer than we have seen him in the MCU. We see the goats that Thor uses to fly to Olympus. Notice if you look closely you'd see Korg actually holding the goats. Like they can't run off on their own. Can they? I guess the trash planet is where Thor and the Guardians finally depart as we see a spaceship leaving the planet. And they must have picked up a fight with some creatures. Thor has been putting on a fluffy cape in different shots in both his regular suit and his gold and blue suit. Notice it's like the fur is attached to the suit and cape. The guys we see Thor fighting here are some of Gorr's symbiotes which he uses as his minions. This should be Asgard cause there are also humans fighting alongside him in the background. When Jane seizes Mjolnir from Thor he had his fluffy cape and his just regular suit but then the suit changes to his full gold and blue suit which shows he's gone through some major suit transformation. I wonder why he had to go through it. Probably he first thought of her as a threat then he picks a fight with her only for her to show him she was. Notice the houses in the background are similar in the shot of the fight scene which confirms that it's actually still the same place. Not Marvel trying to play tricks on us. Jane not knowing how long they haven't seen each other is either cause of the Infinity War blip or it's actually been 8 years since the release of Thor: The Dark World. Notice the houses in the background are similar to the ones in the earlier fight scene. This scene is kinda a lot weird. But all I can say is it's definitely somewhere in space and seeing this thing that looks like a void and seeing it in black and white simply shows Gorr has something to do with it. More on that in just a sec. I really wonder why they had to crash into Olympus. We can see the goats and the boat. Are they coming to save the gods in Olympus or Thor just being a badass? But talk about a god time entrance. So we get our first look of Gorr the God Butcher. I guess one of his powers is that he drains light from every surface he goes to. Every shot we see of him are in black and white except from this. Which his face is also different from the rest of the scenes we've seen him in. It should be before he got his powers or something. We see Jane actually throwing the broken pieces of Mjolnir, as part of her moves. We can also for a quick moment see Valkyrie and Thor also in this scene. Notice he is putting on the same attire we see him on when he was fighting with this lasso thingy. I'm pretty sure this happens after Thor gets flicked, and then Valkyrie and Jane eventually comes to help him. More of that in just a sec. We get a shot of the God Butcher destroying what looks like a moon with his sword. Almost like Darkseid did. When Valkyrie was fighting the God Butcher we see her holding the Zeus's bolt and she's also putting on the suit we see her on in most of the trailer. We for a quick moment see that Gorr's using the same sword we see him taking earlier. I thought the sword is supposed to be a shape-shifting symbiote but it still looks cool. The only thing giving light and color to all the fight scene with Gorr are only their powers. And Gorr's eyes of course. Thor and Jane holding hands in black and white confirms she would also be joining the fight against the God Butcher in this scene. Making it 3 against 1. It doesn't seem fair. We see rocks floating around almost like we saw in this place we saw earlier. I guess it's where the final battle takes place. This chamber Jane was landing and charging which we've seen Valkyrie break in earlier. We can see a statue of the Living Tribunal, the Watcher, this hooded skull and some other statues. This place of which looks like the chamber of MCU's cosmic deity probably gets destroyed cause they would definitely be a fight scene here. There's a tattoo of Loki on Thor's back, probably paying tribute to his beloved brother Loki. This cloak we see Thor, Valkyrie, Jane and Korg putting on, which some have speculated to be disguises but I feel it's some kind of the Olympians' traditional attire as noticed briefly in the background. The final shot of this guy's attacking Thor is definitely the same planet we see him on in the beginning of the trailer. We see the big, small and medium-sized planet or moon. This has come to the end of my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to share, like, comment and subscribe. Thank you and would see you in the next video.